Hey everyone, coming up this week on Minecraft Me, in honor of the Olympic Games in Sochi, we go into the arena and play some of your favorite summer Olympic Games. We also have the Minecraft News of the Week, Server Showcase, Pack Picks, and of course, your questions. All that and much more, all that coming up this week.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Minecraft Me is brought to you by the GeekGamerTV app for the Roku. You can watch all the back episodes of Minecraft Me, Geek Gamer Weekly, watch the shows live, and check out exclusive content. You can only find it at ggtv.me/Roku. Hey everybody, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is a show that's entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. We like to show you and walk you through this awesome building blocks game. Hey guys, happy Friday to you. You're watching us live and you're probably wondering, well, where were you last night? Well, we told you we're going to do a show during the day today on Friday, and here we are recording this episode. So if you missed us and you want to join us in the future, all you got to do is head over to our calendar page at geekgamer.tv/calendar, and you can find out when our next live event will be. My name is Chase Nunes, and joining me every single week without fail. Sometimes we get special guests, but this guy's been there from the beginning. We haven't had an episode without Joe yet. Here he is, Joseph Falby. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Hey, good.
So it's daytime. That's why there's light coming through your window. It's the sun. It's a very very it's a very rare thing.
The sun and the snow, because I am in Portland, where Snowpocalypse 2014 is happening.
Right now.
Is
Is that what the news is doing down there? Snowpocalypse. It's like, it's crazy. It's like, oh my God, don't go outside. You're going to die kind of a thing.
Actually, it's not as bad as it was back in 2008. No? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of snow on the ground, but it's not quite to the ridiculous proportions that it was in 2008. 2008, we had like, it took me, normally going to the airport to pick somebody up is like 40 minutes each way. Took me 6 hours round trip to get to the airport to pick somebody up. And that was 2 days after the main snowfall back in 2008. So it's still bad.
Yeah,
but it's not as bad as it has been. So.
Well, the good news, Joe, is at least I'm not affected. You're not affected seriously. You know, you're in a nice warm home, and the internet is working, and we have a good connection between us, and we're able to do a show today. So it's all good.
Yeah.
So you guys, you're probably wondering, this is the part of the show where I would tell you what we're doing this week. And that would sound good. But then if it doesn't agree with what, I'll just tell you anyway. We're doing stuff related to the Olympic Games. Now, if you've been keeping track, and I know some of you do, and I'm one of them, I love the Olympics, especially the winter ones. The Olympics have started in Sochi, Russia. And obviously, you know, a lot of great events. You know, there's skiing and hockey and curling. Joe loves curling. Right, Joe?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, okay, fine. Good. But so this week, what we're going to do is we're going to show off a map that you can download and have your own little mini Olympics, if you will. And we're going to go through just a couple of the events that this map can offer to you. So we're going to do that this week. We also have the Minecraft News of the Week. We also have the Server Showcase. And we have some pack picks. And yes, this would not be a Minecraft Me if we didn't take your questions this episode. Now, here's the funny thing, Joe. We used to not do questions and answers every single episode.
It's true.
And we used to do them every 7th episode. And then we started getting more and more questions. So many, in fact, that we just said, you know what, every 7 weeks just doesn't work. We're just getting too many questions. So we go through them, And the cool thing about the questions is it gives us a chance to kind of feedback to you guys. Now, to run an audible with you guys, what actually, you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm running an audible. You know what that audible means? I'm going to get the video question out of the way right now. So,
okay.
so you guys can send in your questions and comments and feedback to us, MinecraftMe@GeekGamer.tv. And if you send a video question in by means of an attachment, or if you link it into the give us a link and we go and grab it, you can be at the front of the line. And not only at the front of the line, you can be at the front of the show. And so here's our video question. As it loads. There it goes.
Hey there, Chase and Joe. This is Gradrock again from the server. I just had a quick question. I was wondering if you guys have ever considered utilizing the game rule keep inventory. I know that a lot of people on the server get really upset when they fall into lava and they lose everything. So let me know. I wanted to know. I don't know if anybody's ever asked it. So again, great show, guys. Love it. Thanks.
Joe, did you notice behind Gradrock there what he had?
Yeah, he had something familiar.
Yeah, just something minorly familiar. Yeah. I don't know about falling into lava and losing things. I have no idea.
Never experienced that.
I've never
nope. Never had that happen.
Never had that happen.
Never had that.
But yeah, I lost everything, and it sucked. It did. It sucked terribly. But one of the things that we've always tried to do is try to keep the server as survival-ish as possible. We know that there's things that or keep it as vanilla as possible. That's the right word.
Well, I was wondering though,
yeah,
because we've talked about that, keeping it relatively vanilla.
Yeah,
it's a built-in thing to the server. I don't think we can add it to the existing world as it sits right now. Like we can't just turn it on because that wouldn't be really fair to all the people who've lost stuff over the years. But with the new map coming out, maybe that's something to consider. I mean, it's something built into it. I know it would be helpful to a lot of people. It would also alleviate the problem of someone dying and someone else picking up all their stuff.
Yeah, the only thing I would add to that, Joe, is people already use the trick, and even John demonstrated this trick. He's dying. He's like in lava. He's starting to die.
Back to go back.
Slash back. Slash home. Slash home. So people have their ways.
That's true. But if you're in lava and you drop your gear, the lava destroys your gear right away.
Right.
So,
but what if you do a slash home right then and there?
If you're in the lava and you do slash home, it will take you home and you'll still be on fire. But a lot of people maybe aren't that quick, slower to type. They don't think of it right away.
Fair enough.
That sort of thing. So there's a lot of good argument. I mean, that already breaks the so-called vanilla, straight up nothing pure Minecraft experience.
Yeah.
I don't see why turning this other thing on, but I think it's something to consider. I think we'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think as we're doing a new map transition, it's the perfect time to really consider that as something to turn on.
Yep, for sure. So. All right, so let's jump into the news. And the first thing I want to talk about is a Kickstarter project, and I want to show the video of it first and then give you guys a minor update of it. So we like Kickstarters. We also like Indiegogos. I mean, we did one for our trek to Minecon. We raised funds. You guys were very kind enough to contribute to help offset some of our costs in going to Minecon. And so a filmmaker from Los Angeles, California, wanted to make a motion picture film, a full-length motion picture film about Minecraft. And I'm just going to show about 2 minutes of this and then give you guys a follow-up.
Hello, I'm Brandon Lotch, and I'm here today to ask for your help in raising funds for Birth of Man, a feature film set in the world of Minecraft. I could tell you about it all day long. However, I think it's best to actually show you a sample concept piece we prepared. So check it out, and I'll have more information for you afterwards.
So, Joe, as you can see, this is a motion picture with real live actors set in the world of Minecraft, and obviously they're trying to raise some capital to make this film. And before I get in the update, let me ask you this question: would you watch something like this? Would you actually want to watch a live action, movie about Minecraft?
I don't know. Maybe. That's hard to say. It would be. It depends on. I think most movies come down to the content, not necessarily the tech or how pretty they are, that sort of thing, but what kind of thing happens in the thing. Or happens in the movie. We've seen that in the past with the games. It doesn't matter how pretty the game is or what the game looks like. It matters what the content of it is.
Right.
And I think the same is true here. If he has a good idea for a movie, if he has a good storyline in mind, having it in Minecraft is cool, and it would gather some eyeballs. But for me, at least, that's not what makes or breaks the movie. It's all about the story.
Sure. So like a lot of inspiring filmmakers, they took the idea to the crowd. They took it to you, meaning whoever's watching this, took it to you guys and wanted to say, hey, would you donate to our Kickstarter? And they got over 1,000 backers, and this actually launched, not too long ago. However, take a look at the top edge of the screen there, Joe. It says canceled. Funding for this project was canceled about 2 hours ago. This is today. This is very, very recent as we record this. And you're probably wondering why. There was a lot of comments. There was a lot of people wanting to know why it was canceled. Well, there was a tweet from our good friend Notch. I mean, he's a friend of all, right? And he said the following: we don't allow 500,000 Kickstarters based upon our IP or intellectual property without any deals in place, and kind of did a frowny face. So the thing is, obviously something like this, where this filmmaker's making a film based upon a copyright, based upon an intellectual property of Minecraft, even using Minecraft in the title, you can't do that sort of thing unless you have permission. No matter how cool it is, you can't really do that without permission. Now, I know it goes to say, then what about all the guys on YouTube who make music videos and parodies using Minecraft stuff? Well, Minecraft and Mojang has already given permission for that kind of thing. They said you can make videos with our stuff on YouTube. Okay. This is not just a video on YouTube. This is a full-length motion picture that will have sales associated with it, no doubt, and things of that nature. So one of the things about copyright is if you don't defend it, you lose it. So Marcus had no choice but to defend it. And it sounds like the guys working on this who kind of came up with this idea really didn't even talk to him, didn't approach him. They do have a history of making videos and doing some really cool videos, but for this project, at least, they didn't bother contacting anybody over at Mojang, or at least they haven't said anything. And the guy who really started it is Brandon Latch, hasn't communicated with the people who were following it. He hasn't really talked anything about it, so it's really hard to tell what his feelings are on it. And right now, I mean, it's still a pretty early story. They just, as of right now, they just canceled it 3 hours ago. And Notch's tweet was only 6-7 hours ago. So it's really hard to say exactly everything that went down and everything that happened. But it sounds like they didn't get permission to use it. They didn't even talk to him about it. They just said, "Hey, let's just do this." And obviously, you gotta make sure you cross all the T's and dot all the lowercase J's. So So for those who are not familiar with how Kickstarter works, usually projects, even if they don't get any money unless they reach their goal. And obviously, this was canceled.
600,000 is a pretty lofty goal, but I guess he was on his way. They were up to almost $64,000 when it got canceled.
Yeah, granted, they were looking for 600,000. I think.
I mean that given how relatively new it was, that's fairly surprising.
Yeah. So obviously we love Minecraft stuff and we do cover it, and I just thought it was an interesting story because we might see this again in the future. So keep your eyes and ears open. Maybe they can work something out. Now, now Minecraft on the PS4 and Xbox One, a lot of people have been wondering, hey, when am I going to get my hands on it? you guys, 4J Studios is working on it. As you could see, they actually pushed out a tweet, Joe, and I'm going to bring up a picture of their tweet. And here's a picture of their tweet. They said, "Look at these lovely baby pig plushies," but that's not really what they were taking a picture of. Can you tell me, with your naked eye, which one's PS4 and which one's PS3?
I don't know. It looks like the lower one is better quality just because they didn't overblow the brightness on the screen. But that could just be the screen.
It could be the screen.
So, yeah.
Well, the top one is PS4. The bottom one is PS3. Yeah. But it is Minecraft, right? So it's it's really hard to say. And they did say that there will be new features coming out for not only these editions, but the existing editions of Minecraft on consoles as well. No doubt, they are pushing as hard as they can to really get this out and get it ready to go for release. But right now it's just not ready to rock yet. So we'll see. Now, Joe, you found a story that was submitted to us via email. And by the way, you guys, please submit your stories, MinecraftMe@GeekGamer.tv. If it fits the pulse of the show, we will throw it in here. And this is one of those stories where we've talked about many times on the show, Joe, where we've seen educators and teachers show about the awesome, positives that Minecraft can be in the classroom as a teaching tool. But you found it being used in a different way, right?
Yeah, so this was actually emailed in by Ben Aractor White, and he's emailed a few other times, and he's hung out in the server a bunch of times. But he actually sent this in. It's really cool, showing the how flexible Minecraft really can be. A company called Salesforce has created a plugin for their sales tracking system to automatically build buildings with customer contact information in them. And the switches that you see on that picture, they're actually pull information from that, and it's actually a live two-way data. So when you throw a switch in here, it actually switches something in their database, and that reflects in other ways to access the app. So this is just another way to more visually present the data that's in the database for their software. So it's kind of cool. I think it's pretty amazing to see all the different ways people are able to figure out how to use Minecraft. And this is one of the very first non-educational uses I've seen for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Non-education, non-entertainment. And it's kind of interesting. I guess if you're trying to get data across to people who maybe learn better this way, or are willing to read things more this way than just reading stuff off a spreadsheet, this could be really cool. But I just thought it was kind of fascinating, really showing the flexibility of Minecraft and how open parts of it can be.
Well, and it's also, Joe, available on GitHub. I mean, you can actually go right to it and have fun with it and mess around with it.
You have to be using Salesforce.
Right,
you have to have data from Salesforce in order to use it. But yeah, if your company already runs that, you can do this. They do say, however, don't do this on production information. You maybe can pull data from it because it does support writing back. That may not be something you want to do on a production set of data, just sort of in general principle. Because this is sort of
makes sense.
Maybe just a little on the beta side.
Yeah,
they actually say it's a proof of concept for visualizing their
data,
I mean, which makes sense. But I do think it's really cool.
Well, companies are always trying to make the data more visually appealing for their customer, right? And maybe if you have a younger audience that you're trying to sell to. Now, granted, I don't know how young of an audience that you'd try to sell to using Minecraft, but it's a great proof of concept to see an actual game used for a purpose other than the game itself, and that's really what it's all about, right? And that's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
So,
well, they mentioned that every building in the game represents a different account, and then within the building there are floors for different kinds of data and switches to indicate what that actual data means. So you can wander through a neighborhood and it's actually all of your customer data.
Speaking of sales numbers and statistics, I don't know if you knew this, but guess what? Minecraft is popular. It has sold now over 14 million copies on the PC alone. Not bad. As you guys know, it sells for $26.95. Now, people who got in on the early alpha and betas paid less, but that's pretty good. And according to Minecraft's official website, at the time of the writing of this article, they have sold over 22,000 copies of the game in just 24 hours. I mean, just that's nice. It's easy. It's cool.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's why we do a show, you guys, because people like that stuff. Finally, it wouldn't be a news update without talking about the latest Snapshot edition, and it is 14W06B, and a lot of bug fixes here on this Snapshot. I mean, a lot. And if you're playing with Snapshots, you guys, and if you find something weird, submit it into their bug system. I mean, they have bugs.mojang.com is where you go, and you can actually log what you find. And if it's been, obviously if it's already been fixed or worked on, they'll put it to the right place. But they've made some changes. Now, Joe, maybe you can expand on this. I'm going to read this. A lot of mob AI has changed. This should mean nothing, but may actually mean something. Don't sit on slimes.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
Well, so they've been working on new, and I clicked on the wrong thing, so it minimized my window. They've been working on new mob AI for a little while, and they finally put it into the Snapshot, and it includes things like better pathing. So one of the examples I saw was somebody put a zombie pigman on the top block of a maze.
Okay.
And it was several blocks high, so he couldn't just drop off and run over and beat on the guy, and then threw a snowball at him, which caused some damage, enough that the zombie pigman then wanted to kill him.
Oh!
And the zombie pigman actually navigated the maze away from the guy to get closer to him. So they've improved pathing on all the mobs. I'm not exactly certain what the don't sit on slimes means, but it probably isn't good. They do mention that slimes can swim, though, or some of them can, not all of them. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff, a bunch of fixes and a bunch of new additions and new achievements in there. One of the things that's kind of cool is you can set a hotkey now to outline other players, and that was what that picture was at the top of that.
Oh, I saw that
news post.
Yeah,
is you actually can have a hotkey so it'll outline where a player is. So while you have the information screen, you can really clearly see the other players. So that's a cool thing. A bunch of stuff for map makers. You can make it so that items that are broken can't be picked up. So if you're trying to make an adventure map and you don't want people to be able to pick anything up, easy. You can make it so they can't. That sort of thing.
Nice.
But really, really cool stuff. Looking forward to it. I've took a real brief look at it, and there are a couple cool things that we'll have to show off at some point. But yeah, it's a good update. It was a good set of bug fixes. And some new, like I said, some new additions for people who don't want to use them.
Well, there's our news this week, and I can't wait to mess around. I can't wait for 1.8, really, by the way.
Yeah, 1.8's going to be pretty cool. It is. 1.8 is not a, they've done themed updates where they've done like this last 1.7 was all about new terrain. 1.8 is not really a themed update. There's no new mobs. There's no new anything like that. Really, it's a preparatory update for a lot of the new API features that are going to be rolling into Minecraft as we go. So that's really what they keep working on. They keep pushing. Some new network code is going in. Or network code's being changed a little bit. Just a whole lot of really behind the scenes and structural updates to make things better. But they did add wood mob that we'll talk about at some point.
Okay,
but not right now. It's kind of a cool thing.
Well, as I teased, Joe, at the top of the show, I think it wouldn't be proper if we didn't set the tone for this. So I'm gonna start playing this. Yes, it's now time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Olympics of the Minecraft Olympiad. And introducing our first athlete, Payback. Yes. So Joe, tell us about this arena first off, because this thing is amazing, and it was built by a very well-known Minecraft builder, but why don't you go ahead and give us the details?
So this is Seth Bling's TNT Olympics. He actually made it back in 2012 for those Olympics because these are
For
Summer
London.
Olympic Games.
Yeah.
And we're starting up the Winter Olympics, so we're only off by 2 years.
Yeah, fair enough.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
They do this. Anyway, this is all of these are basically tweaks on classic Olympic sports with TNT. So we're just going to do a few of them. We're going to start over here. This is the high jump track that you see right in front of you. So we're going to start here, and we'll hit a few others if we have time. But the big thing is,
So
all
how,
of these things, yeah.
So
all
how
of
does
these
this
things,
work? So first
all of these things use TNT. So if you if we head on down here to the other end of the track, don't step on the buttons.
Yeah, okay.
You can see we have a pair of TNT blocks.
Okay.
And we have this grid of tripwires.
Oh, okay.
So the idea is you run down this track. When you hit those buttons, it starts these TNT blocks exploding, and you got to jump at just the right time to get a boost from the TNT to jump the furthest you can.
Got it.
And,
I see.
And
Look.
you see how they light up to indicate the closest. You always measure by the closest point, right? So yeah, you can run through this and it'll light them all up.
And then
but the idea is you want to land out here somewhere. It resets when you push the buttons to fire off the TNT.
Oh, I gotcha.
So
okay. So I'm all right. So
ideally, when you play this, if you want to try this at home, which is fine, go for it. Please do. You do need to be in creative mode because you need to be able to put these TNT blocks back. So that's why we're both in creative mode. I'll throw you a TNT block in case you need it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, we should be able to just do this. It's all about timing,
right? So here's the deal, you guys. I'll be the official judge to make sure he jumps behind the white line because if he jumps,
that doesn't matter.
Well,
it doesn't matter because I'm actually going to be on the white line probably when I jump. The important part is to see which TNT block or which light actually comes on, the closest to the line that comes on.
Oh,
so
okay.
So you
right.
hit this, and now you see the TNT flashing. And yeah, see, that was a pretty bad foul or fail there. It takes a lot. It takes actually quite a bit of concentration because you really got to pay attention to which to the blinks on the TNT.
Yeah, fair enough.
See,
all right,
that's a little better.
So Joe got 4 meters.
So I'm at 4 meters. Yeah,
4 meters. All right, so it's my turn.
Yep, I reset the. Oops. Dang it.
What'd you do, Joe?
Don't go yet.
Oh,
I've got to fix the water.
All right. So remember, you guys, we get 3 attempts. It's 3 attempts. Oh wait, Joe, you got to get one more attempt. You get one more attempt.
Oh, okay. I'll go.
Yeah, it's 3 attempts for the athletes, right? So
okay. Yeah.
All right. All right. Here goes Joe. Oh, that's a good one.
That was a better one. 6. I got 6 meters.
6 meters. All right. So Joe's best is 6.
So I'll reset the TNT. I keep doing that. It's easy to fix. There we go. All right.
Fair enough. All right.
Your shot.
So Joe's got 6 meters. And this is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, you definitely want to be You want to be running when the explosion goes off because you got 1.
No, I got 5.
No, you didn't. You lighted up 1.
All right. So right now, Joe's got the gold medal.
Let me replace your TNT. Okay, You're good to go.
All right. Here we go. Maybe I need some of this. Here we go. Let's try this music. All right. Maybe this will help me here. Here we go. That was awful.
Jumping, right?
Yeah, I missed it
because you fouled it again.
I missed it. Yeah. All right, this is my 3rd and final attempt. Right now, Joe's kicking my butt.
Really, we should have taken turns.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
We'll do that on the next one.
We'll do it on the next one.
That's okay.
All right. Here we go. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it. That was awful.
That was terrible.
Joe gets the gold medal. I get the silver. Great.
All right. So let's go do the high. Actually, no, we'll do the vault next.
The vault. All right.
Vault. Yeah. So the idea behind this one is same sort of thing. You're using TNT. You run down this path.
Okay.
And hit those buttons. And this one's timed a little better. You can see there's 8 TNT blocks. So that'll boost you up into the air. And the idea is not for distance, accuracy.
Accuracy.
You actually want to land in the red spot.
Wow.
And that will give you a perfect 10. And you can see, same sort of deal. Lights on both sides. And again, it's the lowest number. So when you land, you don't want to move. You just want to stick it. If you keep moving, it'll
so that's like a 9.5. That's like a 9.5 because that's splitting.
No, this is a 9. It's just straight 9. You just go with the lowest number.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Because otherwise, if you did a 1 and then you ran into the 10, you'd end up with something in the middle.
All right.
So yeah, you just go for the lowest number, and technically, because it is over accuracy, we should go over the lowest number for both of these. So if you landed like out here, so you'd have a 4 here, but you only have a 3 over here, so it actually would be a 3.
Gotcha.
Let me set the time back to 0. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go ahead and go first, and
right.
we'll get a nice view here of the vaulting arena. So Joe's going to get ready for that.
Okay.
And here he goes. Joe's making the run now. He's making the run.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa, there he goes.
And oh, a 9.
Wow.
Wait, yeah. What did I get? 9 or 10?
Well,
I got a 10.
Yeah, 10 over there, but
oh, is it 9 over here?
No, it's 10s.
No, 10s.
10s.
Woo, yes.
Wow.
All right, there it is. A perfect 10. So now it's your turn.
All right, so we need to replace the TNT. Hold
I'll
on.
replace the TNT real quick here.
All right. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, Joe.
There we go.
Kicking butt there. All right. He stuck it too, man. That was nice. All right.
That's the first time I've gotten a 10. And you do want to jump. Nice. Nice height. Look at that height. Oh.
Oh, God. That was awful.
That was a 2.
That was awful.
At least you stayed centered. Stayed centered pretty good, though.
Yeah, that was still awful, though. All right. All right.
You go again?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get 3 attempts, man.
Yeah. I'm not going to bother because I can't improve my score.
No, yeah, you don't even need to. Jeez. Maybe I need some more motivational music. All right, maybe not.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
I missed it. It didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. You were just behind it when it popped. So that was a fault, I believe.
That is an. Why am I sucking so bad?
You want to run as fast as you can. Maybe throw a hop in there so you gain a little bit more distance. And then when you're in the air, you can control where you go.
Got it.
So ignore that. That's another event that we're not going to do.
I'm not.
Yeah,
maybe I'm not running.
Yeah, you need to make sure you're running.
That's my problem.
We'll give you another right. Go. Yeah, you can't just walk through these. You gotta be running.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't running on the freaking long jump. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
That's running. Yeah. Woo! Way up there.
Nope. I'm gonna miss.
Nope. Oh. You want to go again? Or
I want to go one more. I gotta land something.
Well, you did. You landed a 2.
I'm awful. So bad
it's okay.
at this.
If there was curling, you'd be doing better.
Yeah, curling, I kick your butt, but...
Oh.
What?
Hey, you're not... What? Hey, no flying.
What?
No
yeah!
flying.
Woo! Look at that!
You still only got an 8. But, I'm pretty sure that's a
no. That
we're gonna now. I think we need to test you for drug use.
No,
now, right?
that was that was totally legit. That was so legit. That was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was clean. See, Gradrock said that was
clean. Yeah.
That was clean. Look, I can even do it one more time here. I'll even prove it to you.
I will set your game mode back to survival so fast.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna have you checked for
what are you talking
enhancing,
about, man?
Yeah.
All
right, let's go ahead over to the let's go. We have enough time. Let's go do one more.
Okay.
So we'll do. This is the last one we'll do today.
All right.
This is the high jump.
Yeah, because the Olympics are 2 weeks long, so we're gonna have. You know what? We might have to bring John in on this because for tomorrow because we're gonna have more Olympics. So all right.
So the idea behind this one is you start out on either one of these corners. You see where the pressure plates are.
Yep.
And you kind of run towards it. And you get up here, and you want to boost your way over. And as long as you don't turn on any of these lamps, you're good. Right now, it's set at the lowest level. You can see there's a tripwire right here at the bottom.
Oh, I see.
So if you trip that, you see it turns the lights on.
So how do you set the level, though?
Well, every time we go, so we either say, how high do you think you can go? And we just add more tripwire like this.
Oh, I see.
So now it's got 2 levels of tripwire. See? And if we wanted more, we just add another level.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. So actually, we need to do it by minimums, right? So the minimum should be 2. That's what they do in the Olympics.
So right now, we got 3 wires strung across. So if you break any of it,
that's a foul.
You'll see.
Yeah, it's a foul.
Yeah, that's a fail.
So you've the minimum height is 3 or 4
right now. Yeah,
4. It's 4.
Is it 4?
It's a 4.
Yeah, because it starts at 2 meters. So, oh man, I keep doing that with these water blocks. I gotta stop that. Okay. So yeah, you basically gotta run up there.
All right, champion.
Time your jump so you get enough height. All right, you want me to go again?
Yeah, go for it, champion.
Okay.
Oh,
see,
foul!
I fell right onto all of them.
Yeah. So. All right. So Joe fouled the first one.
Go for it. Yeah.
I was over.
Yeah. Well, you hit him though because you got to go far enough. You got to not only go high enough, but you got to go far enough to pass them.
All right.
Did you reset the TNT? After
no, I didn't. Hold on. All right. So 1 foul each, 2 more attempts.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you were kind of flying there.
I'm so used to double tapping to jump for everything.
Yeah, I saw that little float there. That was interesting.
Well, at least I called myself on it as opposed to
I don't know what
else.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Plausible deniability. All right, here we go.
I'm not quite sure how you did the pirouette around the pole.
All right, here we
go.
Last attempt. All right. Nope.
Oh, I still tripped it. Wow.
Yeah. All right, last one for me now. Let's see if I can actually beat you at this. All right.
Well, you haven't made it over at all yet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I at least made it over on the bottom one.
No, you didn't. You made it foul.
Yeah, without it tripping. No, I meant without it tripping on the very bottom one, on the 3 meter one. Okay, you tripped them all.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Actually,
they all lit up.
It should
hear them. You can hear them too.
The thing is, though, the bottom ones should not be lit up because when you do a high jump, it should just be 1 tripwire, not 3.
Right, but you can't go under it either.
But if you've already made it over, then you can roll back.
Yeah, but then you're going under it.
I don't know. They don't do 3 poles on
no,
the...
I know they don't, but also in that you can really clearly see if someone goes under the wire.
But if I was over and then rolled back, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, don't roll back.
Well, you tripped the top.
I don't think I tripped the top. I think I tripped one of the other ones.
Well, you tripped the top in the middle. You didn't trip the bottom, but that doesn't matter.
But, well, the lights will light up for the one that you cross and the one directly next to it.
Right.
So if you just cross, like, so if I set up a tripwire way up here, maybe. It should let me. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, man, it's doing weird things now. I wonder if I made... So if you trip it up here, you can see it turns on 3. Let me double check these tripwires to make sure that I didn't
maybe they're all...
I just want to make sure I didn't make them extra wide.
No,
it looks like they're good. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the high jump. We could fly around and do a preview of some of the other events. You can see we've sort of been ignoring this big orange loop that we've been walking around.
Yeah.
There is a giant track. Yeah. So the track is it's actually not just straight running, it's hurdles. And the idea is wherever you see these hurdles, it's like I said, everything is TNT based. So you throw a TNT block down and then you got to use the TNT to get you over the hurdle. See? And then run to the next one and drop another TNT block in. And it's all about timing. See, and run to the next one. So that's the hurdles, and you are supposed to stay in your lane.
Yep.
And you can see he even staged them so they start appropriately, so that by the end of the loop they should be in line with each other. This thing in the middle of the field, this is the
discus.
Javelin. Actually.
Oh, javelin. Okay.
And the way it works is there's a whole bunch of bows. I don't want 62 of them. I only want one. Oh, whatever. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of bows in there, and you just, you can't actually fire out into the course from here. So the TNT blocks will let you you start it with that button down there. You fire it above the block, and it boosts your arrow out into the field, and you got to try to make it land somewhere out there. That one's actually really, really difficult. This one over here, you can see there's these TNT cannons. This is the skeet shooting.
Oh, wow.
Where you're shooting. So here you stand on this, you fire off some chickens, then you got to fire the cannons in the order you think you're going to hit chickens. You can see they just kind of slowly fall, the chickens too. And
well, we haven't even seen the chickens fall yet.
Yeah, they're falling right there.
Oh, I was outside the blocking range.
Yeah. So this one is like I said, skeet shooting, where you got to try to use the TNT cannons to kill the chickens as they're falling. Kind of a cool one. What else? Oh, this is the balance beam. We heard these explosions going off behind us. So this is the balance beam, and the idea behind this is inside this obsidian block, and when you're crossing it, you'll start seeing TNT popping out around you. And if you get blown off, you're supposed to count how long you can stay on the balance beam without being blown off by the TNT. See? So that's kind of a fun one. I actually haven't figured out what this one's for yet. I haven't really played with it yet. It does appear to be a giant block.
Well, it says here start event.
Yeah, I don't really know. We'll see what it does.
Synchronized swimming?
I don't have any idea.
But this whole thing's on carts. Like,
well, I think you can't really move Minecraft stuff like that, so I think it's just for show. I'm actually not sure what that is. It appears to be a bunch of villagers. But yeah, it's definitely cool. We'll revisit this, do a couple more events at some point in the future. Maybe bring John in here and try to make him...
this is the Olympics, man. This is the Sochi Olympics day 1, or week 1, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Bro Dude says synchronized swimming is what it is.
See, I fouled on that one because I still lit up the first one.
Yeah.
But anyway,
wow.
So these are the Seth Ling's TNT Olympics from 2012. You know what? I'm gonna go fix that.
Very nice, Joe. Well, right now the medal count has Joe with 1 gold medal, two gold medals, and Chase has 2 silver medals. And this grand
actually, it should be 3.
No. Let me go over here. Let me stand 3. On the podium.
It's 3.
The podium of life. Let me just stand up here. Here it is right here. I'll stand appropriately.
All right.
All right, fine.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Now I know we're gonna get the emails. Hey, wait a minute. That's not winter. That's summer. Well, yeah. If there's a winter one, we would have done that one.
Yeah, but there isn't.
There isn't. But no, we can do hockey. I mean, this should be easy, right? Just slide things on ice. I don't know, but there you go. Week 1 of the Sochi Olympics in Minecraft. We'll have week 2 for you guys next week with more events, and John will be joining us as well. All right, Joe. So it's now time. We're going to jump into our pack picks. I want to do pack picks before our server showcase because the showcase is a little bit longer than usual. And Joe, we'll start with your pack pick. What is your pack pick?
So my pack pick, we didn't get it submitted, but we did get a few. This is called Heartlands. Heartlands Resource Pack, and it is a sort of a how did they describe it? Like a cartoony realism. I don't know. It's interesting, but it's not a bad texture pack. You can see it does change the menus quite a bit, and it has a decent effect. They say this pack, which combines cartoon and realism and softness and sharpness.
Okay,
which are 4 things that don't really make any sense to me. But whatever. So I'll bring you over here to the Texture Pack Museum.
Ah, here we are. All right,
and yeah, it's just 16 by, so it's not a super high res, but it does. I think it looks pretty good. And look, he's got animation going on this source on these diamond and gold blocks.
Oh, I like that. That looks
and
really
on the
cool.
redstone block too.
I like that.
The kind of fuzzy. Iron doors look, ironish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll head downstairs. This is a resource pack, so it is built for some of the new stuff. You can see the horse armor looks pretty similar, but a little different. I do like the signs. The signs are really easy to read, aren't they?
I agree with that.
Nice white background, really
very
black,
nice.
Dark text.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see the different blocks all looking pretty normal. The different stained clay blocks, carpet. It's all sort of subdued colors. It's not really vibrant colors like we see in some of the texture packs. But that doesn't bother me. I kind of like it.
No, not bad at all. I actually like some of I like the fence. I actually kind of like the look of that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
The reddish fence.
That's it. Well, that's a nether brick fence.
The nether brick fence, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see as we're going through here, you can see all the different blocks. The obsidian is purple.
Yep.
I think I do like the carved blocks. These 2 stone blocks. I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah, the sandstone. Yeah, they're very nice.
And the mycelium is kind of a pink color, which is okay. Like I said, this is not a high res texture pack, but it is. I think it looks good. Jungle Tree has little dots on the wood. You can see all the different types of blocks. I actually can't see some of these because I apparently don't have MC Patcher on this particular build. Yeah, that's okay.
I like the bricks. Yeah, the bricks are nice.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, no, I mean you're right. I mean it's not a high res, but it looks nice. It doesn't look bad.
It's good. It looks pretty complete. Looks like they've done most of it. I like the fact that they use these little dots to indicate things, like on the mossy stone back here. I really like the wave texture on the side of the end portal blocks. I think that's a cool look to it. I wish they had that in more places. I think it's just in those. Yeah, what are
even the heads look really cool.
Heads, they do. They look pretty cool. Yeah.
So let's take a look at the.
Yeah, we
saw
the redstone block on the outside. I think that is really cool. I love that animation on the texture.
I like the animation on
and
the lapis.
Sheen on all of these. Yeah, the sheen on all the other blocks, except for the iron. And yeah, heading into the machine area. See the enchant. I mean, it's just really complete. It's not like exceptional where everything is this beautiful really fantastic look that's super realism or anything like that. But I think it looks really good. If Minecraft didn't have a standard texture pack, this would not be a bad option.
No, not at all.
As another choice. Here's a bed. I like the quilt look on the bed. I think that's really fantastic. Yeah, all the way around. It just looks good. Nice and clean,
very clean. I like the cards.
Done.
So this probably means, Joe, that you're going to be giving it a thumbs down. Totally, because
totally thumbs down. It's I vastly prefer realism packs and can't stand these low. No, I think it's a great texture pack. Yeah. I can give it a thumbs up all the way.
Wow. The only thing is the grass outside is not grass.
No, it's yellow.
Yeah.
But this is supposed to be a Heartlands texture pack, so it's supposed to look like the Great Plains or something like that, which I guess, unwatered grass, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the redstone. It's a little not as clean as I usually like. However, other than that, it's good. I give it a thumbs up as well. I mean, it's very clean, it's very well done, and it doesn't give you a headache, which is...
I like the stone. Look at the stone on the castle back here. I really actually like that pattern. I think it looks really fantastic.
Very cool.
So yeah, I'm happy with this one, and the font for chat and everything like that I think looks good too.
Yeah,
you can't really see that, but
yeah. So my texture pack pick this was actually sent in the show by Nate the Great 420, and he noticed that I use a lot of Faithful 64, and he goes, "What about Traditional Beauty? Never heard of Traditional Beauty." So he sent it in the show, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And first off, the menus, they actually look a little different, as you could see. They kind of give this like stone texture to it, so it still gives that, original look to it. But
and it is the same background as well.
Now this is 64. This is not 16. This is 64. But let me jump in here and show you guys. And as you could see, it's not like Faithful 32 or Faithful 64 where it's just kind of more high reser. This kind of adds just more little blockies into it, if that makes sense. More pixels into it.
It's not. It doesn't look like it's a high-res version of the other. It looks like it's an anti-aliased version of the standard textures.
So you can see the glowstone there. It's got more blocks. These are all very familiar to you guys. Even the signs got a little bit more texture to them. Yeah. So let's jump in. And it looks pretty much like vanilla, but it's just got a little bit more to it. But let's jump down to the 1.6 gallery and take a look. Nothing going to be shocking here. Let me just warn you guys. I mean, it's just more detail with the vanilla pack.
Yeah, all the colors are the same. The blocks look really similar. It's just, it just looks. I mean, if you get up really close to a block, you can see the individual squares and patterns and stuff like that. The floor, I think the wood floor shows it off really clearly. How you can see these I don't know how to describe it. Like I said, it looks like blocks that are anti-aliased, or
totally
dithered or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at the gravel. The gravel up here is just a fantastic example of what I'm talking about.
Yep, exactly. And even the dirt too. Dirt.
Oh yeah.
The grass. I like this. I really do, because it like, I know you, Joe, you tell me that you love using vanilla. I mean, you pretty much stick with vanilla. And this keeps the vanilla ideal with what you're doing, while adding just a little bit more to it.
Yeah, I agree. I do like this. I don't know. For me, at least, I like the way Faithful looks. I think
it's nice.
That it's very it's faithful to the original, but much higher res and very clean. And this, like I said, it looks like it's somebody took the original and went through and anti-aliased all the corners and made all of the textures not smoother, but like the dots, the individual pixels in the texture, smoother between each other. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to describe.
No, it makes sense. I like the lapis block though. I mean, that just looks so cool. Yeah. No,
I mean the level of detail in the blocks I think is fantastic. I do really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it's going to replace Faithful for me though.
No, I don't. It may not replace Faithful, but it's a nice companion to it. Like if you want to go high res, but like be more vanilla-ish. then I think this might be the way to go. I know Nate the Great, I think he was saying in his email that he uses this a lot. And even I like the rails. I like the cart. I like how this looks. I give it a thumbs up. It's definitely, it's not distracting. And if you want to remain, pardon the pun, faithful to the vanilla look, this might be the texture pack for you. I mean, even looking outside here, look at the sunset. Look at that. I mean, it just looks vibrant. It looks very, very good. I like it. So I give it a thumbs up. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. I think it's a good pack, like I said. I would use this if Faithful wasn't available, if that kind of texture pack wasn't around, this is definitely an option I would pick. But it's just not quite exactly what I want in a texture pack.
Right.
But it's good. It is really, really good. Like I said, I am happy with the way it looks, and yeah, I think it's a fantastic pack. Would recommend it to anybody.
So just want to let you guys know if you have a texture pack, and you can see right at the bottom of the screen there, if you have a pack that you guys use and we have not talked about on the show, because we've gone through a lot of texture packs. So if you have one that you want to check out, please feel free to send it to us, minecraftme at geekgamer.tv. Just give us a link to where you grabbed it from, and we will show it off. Now, if it's something that you've made, we would prefer it if you upload it to one of those pack areas and stuff where you know, other people can download it, you know, that sort of thing. It just makes it easier for us. So this way we can provide a link for everybody to check it out. So minecraftme at geekgamer.tv if you have a pack that you want to send into the show. So now it's time for the server showcase of the week. Now, this was sent into the show by Seawake. And now you're probably wondering, well, Chase, why are you back here at Spawn? Well, I want to show you how to get to it, because this is one that anybody can come and watch. And actually, I'm going to make myself visible. Freak everybody out. So you go out the south door from Spawn. Follow Joe here. Joe's going to walk through the West Spawn portal. Walk through that. And it drops you right here at West Spawn House. But really, when you walk out here, this is where it begins. And this area, Joe, is probably one of my most favorite parts of this map, because it just the whole world generation, and this was done what was the world generation done on this map? What on 1.3, 1.4? God, I don't remember.
I think so. It was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
It might be 1.4.
Okay. I'm gonna make it day here real quick, because just because of the fact that this is this area is just well generated, so nice. But basically, there's all these great creations here. I'm actually going to go. This one here was made by Rapnet, and I think we kind of showed this off before. This was the Three Little Pigs, straw, brick, and wood. And this one here is built by Seawake. This nice creation here. We're just doing outsides here. I've been informed by the chat room 1.2. is when this was, this was done. So let's just take a walk down the path here. And this path goes for a while. And people have been able to set up their claims and find some new area. This area over here, MacCraft 2000. This is his area over here. People have built off the road. Over here, you got Survivor Man 198. Just kind of doing a walk down here. And over here, you got the Orange Hand. This area right here. Very nice. I like how the path goes way back. These are like long, narrow lots, like, you know, like in the housing development.
Lots.
Yeah. And one of the things I asked when people were building in this area is try not to build on water. Like, try to keep the natural features as much as possible. And someone has done that. You know, like they have this nice wooden deck here, and they kept this this pond area. As we keep going down here, you have paths that go up into the hills where more creations are. I'm just going to stay off the main path here. This creation here made by Nenoa. Over here on the left, we got Muzza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let me keep going. And I got a tunnel here. This is the Kessler Tunnel number 219. So just John Kessler's got a lot of tunnels. And over here is a creation that's not complete. But take a look at this, Joe. Look at these huge sweeping arches.
Oh, yeah.
And this is done by Survivorman 198. And this is just pretty huge, but obviously still under construction. Remember, you guys, this is all done in survival mode, so all the materials have to be put together. Some have asked me what's in the cube. I have no idea. Moving on.
I'm just going to guess from the outside.
Yeah, go for it.
More obsidian.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Looks like somebody tried to get up on the roof.
A lot of people have been trying to get up on the roof. All right, here's another tunnel. This is another big tunnel here going through. And actually, this tunnel comes through to another little, like a little cove in here. I just love this. And this is actually a bridge. See? I built it proper over the water because this area in here that's covered by the obsidian will eventually be open. So let me keep going on through here. Keep going. Still more and more road out here. And look, here's another house, Joe. At the end of the road still needs to be worked on, obviously, but this one is done by Dr. Smeg. I mean, look at this. It's a nice house. And then out here, I think we got a lighthouse because we're right on the ocean. And this one was done by Seawake. Seawake made a lighthouse. So, so here's the thing, you guys. There's plenty of space, as you can tell, to build out here. And if you want to be a part of things, all you got to go through is that west spawn portal, and there's plenty of spaces that are completely unclaimed and really some great resources. I know Joe has followed me out here before and been like, oh, look at all that coal. Look at all that stuff right there. So, why go to the resource map? You got stuff right here. So, but yeah, this is one of my favorite spots of the map, and I know that Seaweek found it as well and thought it was very, very cool. Anything you want to add out here, Joe?
It's like a halfway done windmill out here, too.
Yeah, I see that.
And I don't want to call it a nerd pole because it looks like it's all stairs, but it goes way up there.
Yeah, no, someone went way up high to see if they could see in, and then they got high enough, and they're like, oh, there's a roof.
Yeah, well, I think they went a little higher than that.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
Why would they go so high?
I don't know. Maybe it started out as I wonder what's on top of that, and it finished with I wonder how high I can make this thing.
But yeah, there's been a lot. There's blocks been built up to the side of the of this big cube.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm really close to start because I'm going to need admin help on this project because it's a big project that I kind of want to. This is like the last big project to get done before the map move. So there you go. Now, right now, no doubt, if we have any admins on, which I think we do, they should be in our spawn theater giving out some EXP. And remember, we give out EXP on every single episode. So if you are here live on the show and joining us during a show, we give you EXP just as a way to say thanks. Thanks for joining us. And you might see your name on the screen there, and that's just more props to you. So thanks so much to all you guys joining us on this live show on this Friday afternoon, which is awesome. And Miff is asking in the chat room, where is the theater from Spawn? Well, I'll show you real quick. If you head to Spawn and walk out the south door and just walk a little bit and hang a left right outside Spawn. It's right there, 820 South Main Avenue. And please tether your horses, and that's what all that is for. And let me just head inside real quick. And here is potions being delivered. Looks like we got Maldek in here giving out some potions, and Joe. And I'm just going to jump out now because that sound can get really, really loud.
Yeah.
But thanks so much for joining us on the show. So we do have some questions that we do want to get to about. And by the way, Grad Rock, he did send a message to me separately, and I did receive it. So I just wanted to let you know that I did. I've had my my first question here. Oh gosh, I lost my my place. Hold on here. I had my place. So we received a few. Here we go. So we've received a few questions. First off, about people wanting to make videos on our server and kind of sponsor us and tell people about our server. Absolutely. Just make sure when you leave a link in your video on YouTube that it goes to the Minecraft Me server information page. So geekgamer.tv/MC server info. And the reason why is real simple. We want people to know the rules and know all the particulars before joining the server so they're not shocked in case they do something they're not supposed to do and then get banned or and jailed and that sort of thing. First email comes in from John James and says, hey, I recently created a server. I logged onto your pub server and figured out that you had some type of permissions and command plugins installed and some others. I would like to know what setup you have for permission so I can configure my server in a similar fashion. If you've already made an episode covering this, can you just refer me to that episode? Keep up the helpful tips on your episodes. Thanks. Now, I don't know, Joe, if we've gone through every single thing that is on our server as far as plugins go. Is there a command that someone could run, or is that only like a mod level command kind of a thing?
Yeah, there's an administrator level command to see a few details, but you can't really get everything, and it's not available to most players for a reason. But in a nutshell, presently the server runs Permissions X as the permissions plugin, but there's a lot of other options out there. I'm probably going to move to another one with the new server build, just because Permissions X sort of does some weird things. So there's a bunch of different options out there. Pick one, go with it, get used to it, read about it. There are permissions are where a Minecraft server can either do really, really well and be functional and friendly and helpful, or it can be impossible to use and really, really difficult for people to get around and do things. So that's sort of a complicated, really, really in-depth thing you have to get involved in. The permissions are a huge issue. So I can't really say exactly how it's set up because it would take me way too long to do it. But the plugins that we have, the big one is, of course, grief prevention.
Yeah.
But then there's a whole bunch of other ones. DinMap is a fantastic plugin. It lets you see on a web page where everybody is and what your map looks like. Like I said, Permissions X is the permission plugin we use. There's the Essentials plugins. We talked to those guys at Minecon. That's a great set of plugins they have. And they
Spigot.
have well, Spigot's not a plugin, but Spigot is a alternative to Bucket, which is a thing for performance mostly. The Essentials plugins, though, they have a permissions plugin that comes with Essentials that you can use that works great. It just came later after I'd already had Permissions X already set up. So there's a bunch of different plugins that are in there for your server. You can do some research, go to the Bucket web pages and look through some of the stuff that's available. Odds are you'll find a bunch of things that you really, really want, and then you'll decide after you have your server up and running that they take too much overhead, and you'll take them back out.
Yep.
But yeah, in a nutshell, Permissions X is what we use. Essentials and grief prevention those will get you 80% of the way to having it similar to how we have.
Yep. Now, you guys are probably wondering, hey, how can I submit my question into the show? All you got to do is write us, minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. Now, if you don't want to send it over email, which I could understand that, you can always head over to our website at geekgamer.tv. There at the top edge of the page is a button that says Contact Us. You can click that button, and there just scroll down and fill out the form. It makes it real simple and easy. You can contact our shows. The only thing you can't do through this form is attach a video. So if you had a video question, you might have to give us a link. But really,
if you upload it to YouTube, you can put the URL in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing to remember is if you want to get caught up on all your past episodes of Minecraft Me, say, hey, I want to learn about Minecraft servers. I'm going to try this. This is what happens if it's going to fail, right? Minecraft server in the search box here. I'm going to hit enter. And look, oh, wow, first result, Minecraft server information. Okay, that's good. Second result, how to create a Minecraft server. Wow, Joe, search is actually working.
Yep, episode number 14.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In this episode, we cover all aspects of creating your very own Minecraft server, both Linux and Windows demonstrations.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
and
old.
then 85, I think, is the one that delves into permissions a little bit.
Yeah,
and it gets
we show you around
really
the
quickly.
server. Yeah, we show you around our server.
Oh, is that?
That's that one. Public server 101.
So where's the? Are you sure that's not?
I don't know which. No, that's one where we show you around a server.
Oh yeah,
you don't get in trouble and stuff.
Well, we did an episode where we did more in-depth stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bucket.
Someone might find it, but anyway, as you see, search works. So there you go. We do this
episode number 40.
40.
Episode 40.
Let me type in Minecraft 40 and see what happens here. Yep, there. Bucket install. Yep. So there you go. Number 40, bucket install, and then you can just watch it right here. Bam, click play. And by the way, we might need to go back and do some of these because these were back in the days of just SD only. Old stuff. I want to remind you guys that we do this show usually on Thursdays. However, because of schedule conflicts, we've had to change things around. So if you want to catch a show live, the best thing to do is head to geekgamer.tv/calendar, and there you can know when we're going to do our live shows. And if you follow us on Twitter at GeekGamerTV, we always let you guys know when we're going live for a show. So if you happen to be doing nothing at that moment, then you'll know. I got to say big thanks to this guy right here. Not only he's a great friend in real life, I've known this guy for years now, but he's an awesome server administrator. He loves model airplane flying, and he has a virtual boy behind him, so that makes him super cool.
It's right there,
just like Gradrock. Joe, you can follow him on Twitter at Falbey, FALBEY. And once again, thanks, Joe. You guys, if you want, follow me on Twitter at Nunes, Nunes, and like I said, follow the network on Twitter for all those updates at GeekGamerTV. And by the way, you're probably wondering that's the Spawn Manor behind me. Okay. And one thing I think I'm going to start doing, Joe, is to maybe entice people to start submitting more server showcases. I think I'm going to showcase a creation behind me on every episode from our server. I think I'm going to do that. The whole show, your stuff will be right back there. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
So I had to start with Small Manor. And it's got blue sky because we're doing the show during the day. So there you go. Thanks so much, you guys.
The sky here is never blue.
No.
Usually white or gray.
In the wintertime, we don't see blue sky until like July.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like from July 3rd through about the 10th, you get about blue sky.
What? Everybody always complains about the weather in the Northwest and how terrible it is. And I want to go on record and say that for a solid 2 months out of the year, it neither rains and has blue skies. 2 whole months. I'm telling you. 2 months.
And on that note, we're going to say goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Minecraft Me. We'll see you guys again next time. And by the way, next week's episode, we're going to be continuing the Sochi Minecraft Olympics. And guess who's coming back? Mr. Just Ducky himself, John Kessler, will be here. Thank you so much for joining us. For Mr. Joseph Falbey, I'm Chase Nunes. Keep digging.